Good morning. So today's busy. We have a lot going on. We got some dirt hauled in. I'm going to start planting some garden stuff, and also I'm going to be planting some of the cut flowers for the flower farm. I am doing my garden this year as a cottage style garden. I'm trying to build my soil up. I'm trying to not monocrop as much as possible. So I am combining my cut flowers with vegetables. So that's how I'm rolling this year. So we just Tyson hauled that compost in from our horse pasture. Our horses made that for us. And the chickens worked on it too. So it's just manure that's been composting out in our pasture, and it's really nice dirt. It is a little soddy, so I do have to go through it. We did do there's some changes. I'll show you one of the biggest changes we did here. That changes the look of what I'm used to seeing. So in order for us to get the dirt in over there, the only way through is through this spot here. So we had to disconnect my drip, and I lost one of these garden boxes. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put that garden box. I just don't know. I'm undecided yet. So maybe I'll put a pin on that and come back later and think it through. But I will show you one of the bigger changes we also made, which is making everybody much more peaceful. We just made a temporary little fence from the chicken coop to the duck. And so far, I've been able to leave my plants outside, and no one has been coming to eat them. So far, it's been working. It's a really big hassle for them to come around and into the garden. So they just choose to get distracted and do other things. And so far, it's working very well. I haven't yelled once at all today, at all. I was beginning to lose my voice from yelling at these little peckerheads. This little rooster here, or this big rooster, he is actually Mr. Daddy. I got some sex-link cross eggs from him in the incubator, which I'm really excited for. I crossed him with our red hens, and so there should be some really pretty sex-link Easter egger chicks. So red hens that lay green eggs. Notice today there's itty bitty baby radishes. I was looking at them last night. I was making a salad, and I made taco salad, and I was like, oh, there's just so little. Another week maybe. And I need to harvest spinach today. I'll probably harvest and then put it into the freezer. And Albie, you're not supposed to be in here. poop. He was picking up metal. So while I'm planting, Tyson's moving the picnic tables because we're gonna start putting raised boxes on that gravel pad so I can continue planting and get them out of the way. I was planting away and I noticed we have quite a pretty view today. Just don't look at the hay. All the babies and the mamas. So the filler flower planter is filled for the flower farm here. Say that really fast, it's tongue twister. I'll show you what I have planted and where, and so I'll start here. This here is Feverfew Magic Single Feverfew, and so we got those. Here we have Seeker Status. It's white. You can see it's already starting to, they needed to go in a really long time ago. Here I have yarrow, which is Favorite Berries yarrow. Tyson does not like yarrow. We have some in front of the house. I would like it to perennialize in here, but he does not like that idea. I have some more Feverfew. So see, we have a color block kind of there and here. And so imagine that like chartreuse green color with the beautiful Feverfew flowers, which will be covered. And then having that texture of that beautiful yarrow, fern-like texture. And then over here with those beautiful white status peeking up, kind of cresting over this. I think it'll look cute. It's kind of a layered effect, so it looks pretty, but it's still functional as cut flowers. That was my goal. So again, that's the same feverfew as what's over there. And then right here, I just have kind of like a swath, I guess, or like a row of Seeker Rose Status. So that's the color of that. And then right there I have light yellow Status. And then this is Indian Summer Rudbeckia. The Rudbeckia here. Also noticed today that the tulips are popping. I'm so happy. I thought they were rotting. I don't know if you can see that without me taking the fence down. See them? Oh, happy day. While I was planting, Tyson got rid of the junk. The dump was open, so he took that. It didn't take long. Look at that grass. I see chickens where they're not supposed to be. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Smells like fresh cut grass. Oh, it's still really wet over there, hey? Whew. Okay, I'm currently working on cutting this line. It's finally dried up enough to kind of get this cleaned up so I can plant it out. I had planted perennials in here, but they are not coming up. The chickens kind of got in there, so I'm just calling it a loss and replanting. You can see I really wanted to straighten this line out. It was all wonky before, and so I'm cutting, and then I'm gonna take a little bit more, like inch by inch, to just sort of get it straightened out. But I think it'll look nice. Tyson didn't want me to do it, but I waited till he went to work and I did it anyway. We planted in here. This box was originally over there. We moved it here and I put glads. Chaz and I planted out glads, and Tyson brought us some compost, and we got it all netted in with this net. This net is awesome. It's been keeping everything out, and I noticed it doesn't look so ugly. Like, you can see through it other than the posts. But if the posts were painted, I think it would look much nicer. But you don't even really notice it. You notice the hoops and stuff. I really like it. I like it a lot, and I ordered a whole bunch of it. So I'll put the link in the description below of this stuff. It's just an Amazon thing. These guys are starting to perk up. I noticed they're starting to flower. We got bug damage on the stalk a little bit, but they're starting to bud up. There's a few of them that are budding up. This guy got squished by the brick that fell, but they're looking okay. Last night was the first night I didn't cover them. We hauled in a bunch of compost here, and Chaz was working on pulling roots, and it's still a little bit wet. I'm gonna plant it in a couple days. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put in here. My plans kind of changed, so we'll see. Put a pin in that. This has been filled, and I'm going to bring in some pots and just do a whole bunch of pots on that side and then here. I don't know if I'll plant them inside and leave them in and then bring them out after, and then in here we'll do a bunch of pots. So this, I'm going to clean it out, get it all nice and clean. That there's a bunch of grass that keeps coming in here, so I'm going to cut that back and try to cut it down deep and dig it out deep and try to take all the quack grass roots out, and plant it with annuals so that I can keep cleaning it out until I can get a hold of it. got the line cut, it weeded, and I have the liatris planted. And I'm skipping here, and I'm going to leave this for a few days to plant out because I want to see if there's going to be anything else that come back from perennials last year before I start working anymore in there. I don't want to get too crazy with my weeding. And then I planted the sedum here, perennial sedum. So I'm planning to put my lupins in over there, but I'm going to also give it a couple days. I brought them over because I thought I could pop them in, but I'm gonna give them a few days because I noticed today just a few more delphiniums popped up, and I'm just gonna see what comes up. So that was my day. I started quite early, and I took about 6 inches off to do the line, and then I hauled it away. I had to pack the sod to the bucket from over there because I can't get the tractor over there, and so it was a couple bucket loads of sod and then a little bit, just that left. So I'm happy with my progress today. And for the weekend, today's Monday, this has been since the weekend. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been a slow and steady process, but I think I'm confident that we're starting to be on track to having some nicer days, and I can't wait to see some cut flowers and get some vegetables in the house to start preserving for a year's worth of food for my family. Thanks again for being here. Much love. Bye for now.